We're going to focus only on the 30-minute time. Focus only on the 30-minute time. Beautiful, beautiful Friday here today. Hello, sir. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What do we got over here today? 4-hour time frame on gold, breaking below the low to potentially push down. Awesome. Okay. Wow. Take a look on the 1-hour time frame. 1 hour created a resistance. At the same time, we have a support. Looking at the 30-minute time frame. 30-minute time frame, I guess we broke below the support on the 30-minute time frame. Look at the 15-minute time frame. 15-minute is right over here. This is where the 15-minute time frame is. So considering the fact that it's a Friday, maybe have to be a little bit cautious. This is the area here. I mean, if we break and close above, let's say 34.30, you're looking at price to possibly, wow, it's a 100 pip range, 120 pip range here for price to move. 120 pip range here for price to move. You know, so I think this is going to be something important on Friday. So let's do this. Potential buys above 34.30. Let's do this. Potential buys above 34.30. Was this a good setup for Wick fills on 30-minute? I don't think so. Take a look on 30-minute. Nah, I don't think so. I didn't see it. And the reason why I didn't see it at London Open was because this candle here on the 15-minute, we basically rejected this area, 34.05. We rejected this area, you know, so kind of like, you know, rejection over here. So now since this candle is moving, we don't know whether it will reject like the previous 15-minute candle or will it continue to move? Did a good workout today. Did some biceps and chest. But other than that, yeah, I think there's going to be a little bit of a waiting involved here. Yeah. Let's take a look at a few things over here. Let's take a look at Friday, nothing really going on with news. Let's take a look at our Market Edge AI. Coming to see you in Romania. Yes, V. Yes. Come on down. Romania, come on down. All right, let's take a look at this over here. So the economy is doing good and everything's up and up. Israel says 12 Air Force began accepting drones to the skies of Saudi Arabia. Wow, Bangladesh is fully prepared, ready in all domains and responsibility. Financial markets, India plane crash. Currently continuing operation by relocates aircraft. Okay, let's see what Trump has been saying. Let's see here. Trump cannot have a nuclear bomb, and we are hoping to get what? What? Iran cannot have a nuclear bomb? Okay, Trump to attend National Security Council meeting in 11 Eastern. Trump's deployment. Oh, okay, so there's some stuff going on with Israel and Iran. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's take a look at the calendar here. Calendar. So we got today. Let's take a look at today. Today we have, nothing really happening. Right here. June the 3rd, Friday the 13th. Ooh, could be an interesting day, Friday the 13th. Nothing. We got some US news, Michigan consumer. I don't think it's going to do anything, but we'll wait and see. So far, I wasn't really interested in the sells over here, to be honest, because, I mean, there was no confirmation. Let's take a look on the 5-minute time. Yeah, there was no confirmation. So we'll be waiting to see how price reacts to this level here, 34.05. That's going to be interesting to see how price reacts to that level. Ever since I met your channel, it has been a lot in my Forex career. Now I know what I'm doing. The market, you're real. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Namaz hai, namaz nahi parni. Namaz nahi hai. I took sells after 15-minute candle close below, got 50 pips. 50 pips right here with this one. Man, do you know that? See, now here's the thing. People who are coming in now to trading and they're looking at gold, they're thinking, man, gold moves like 50 pips, 60 pips, 100 pips. Let me tell you, 6 months ago, this was not normal. This is not normal move on gold. 6 months ago, this was not normal. We would never see gold move 100 pips, 200 pips, or like 50 pips on a 15-minute time frame. This was not normal. This is not normal. Regina, yeah, that's true. Yeah, normally we were happy with like 10, 15, 20 pips, but man, this is not normal. And when you're coming to the US, I think maybe I have a lot of traveling happening. Going to Cyprus on Monday, then going to Romania first week of July, going to Turkey in July, going to Colombia in August. September, I want to take a break. Maybe October, US, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. You've been a big inspiration for me. Been watching you and studying. Thank you, man. Appreciate it very much. I appreciate it very much. 6 months ago, it was happening. Though, Raja, you mean 1 to 2 years ago previous? Yeah, that's true. But yeah, let's take a look at pound USD consolidating 30-minute time frame. Let's take a look at pound JPY. Let's remove all of these. Okay, 30-minute time frame. 30-minute is right here. I guess we are creating a resistance here. And if we're creating a resistance, we also have a support. Let's take a look on the 15-minute. Yeah, 15-minute. Yeah, like, I mean, the 30-minute candle, I mean, once we do, let's say, break above these wicks, you have, I would say you have clean range at least till like 195. How much is this? 40 pip range on pound yen. I think price can test 3,500 again. 3,500. Yeah, it's not bad. We could potentially test 3,500. Bring Dominion markets to the US. If you are in the US, this is what you can use. It's the same trading conditions as Dominion. Same trading conditions as Dominion. It's my dream to meet you, and we're gonna do dinner together. Let's do it. What RR I use? Normally I use like 1-to-1, 1-to-1, you know, something like that. But let me check. Ideally, what RR I've been using. Let's see here. So normally I've been using, let's take a look at show stats. So my RR has been 1 to 2.8. 1 to 2.8. It's not bad. I've paid 12,000 in commission so far. 92 consecutive losing trades to empty my account. 92 consecutive losing trades to empty my account. By the way, guys, this is Magic Keys, handheld device. This has helped me manage risk so much, a lot. This has helped me manage risk. It's 20% off right now. There's a coupon you'll see coming down at the bottom of the screen. Trying to upload my story over here. Let's see here, what's this? Oh, I have to connect my Magic Keys to my MacBook as well. To my MacBook as well. Yeah, right now nothing happening here. Please explain how there was no confirmation for a sell on gold. Yeah, there was no confirmation for a sell on gold. I didn't see any confirmation because all we saw on the 15-minute was this rejection. We saw this rejection and that was about it. And that's the way it is. My story. Oh, what is? Sanjay Kapoor has passed away. Interesting. I agree there's no confirmation. How do you explain that in MFU so many members took a sell with big profit? Which base? You know, to be honest, I think they just took the trade. I mean, I don't know, maybe they took the trade based on the fact that, oh wow, look at this. A lot of people did take the trade over here. Mendika took the trade. Mendika's looking for a buy. Going up over here. Wow, 100 pips, 5-minute, 100 pips. Sell over here, 100 pips. Sell, sell, sell. Wow, look at that sell over there. Wow, this is crazy. Seems like I was the only one who didn't take the trade. Me and Adam. Me and yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just took the trade based on, okay, if we can have a stop loss of like 32 pips, we can fill the wick. I don't know. Maybe. I just didn't see it. I didn't see it, you know. Yeah, I didn't see it. But what I'm looking at this over here is maybe we can correct this move if we break the high on the 15-minute. Still a big stop loss, man. 62 pips. Also, it's a Friday, so gotta be patient here a little bit. Nice music in the background. Thank you. Show us stats of the 500 deposit before the top up. $500 deposit? There was no $500 deposit. Man, sometimes you guys ask questions like you are Interpol or something. You know, like you know what the hell's going on. You don't know what the hell's going on. You ever since you gave me your color settings on MT5 desktop, I've been profitable. Well, there we go. This is the profitable template right over here. I'll go to properties, screenshot this, okay? Screenshot this right now. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Do you own Torah markets? No. It's because of Trump's presidency. Gold has been volatile every time, moving 100 pips easy. Yeah, man. It's been a wild ride with gold. It's been a very interesting time with gold. I need Dominion funding account in Nigeria. Go buy an account. What broker can I use for USA? This one right over here. Okay. You know what a good trading idea would be? A good idea would be if this 15-minute candle can close a small bullish candle and the next candle can wick up, break below this low, and continue to push down. That would be a really good trade idea, I think. That would be a great idea. Today, all-time high is possible due to Israel-Iran war? No. All-time high is not possible today. You know where all-time high is? Do you even know where that is? All-time high is 800 pips away. All-time high. Not possible today. Maybe, who knows? But that's something that may not happen. I don't know. Can you check Market Edge news, please? Yeah. What's here? Nothing happening. It's just news events. Following Israel strikes in Iran, equities indices Europe showing broader sentiment. The evolving situation remains a key driver for global financial stability. Yeah, I think Israel-Iran war. We'll see. I mean, it has to be something big and substantial, you know, for it to do. Okay, took sell when the 30-minute candle closed bearish. Took entry once this candle broke the low. Managed my trade at 20 pips. Is this a valid setup? Yes, I would take this same trade as well. As this candle breaks this low to push down, I would take the same trade as well. But I guess the probability wasn't there in your favor. You know, probably the probability wasn't in your favor. I actually took a buy right over here on the 15-minute time frame. Let me show you over here. So my buy was on the 15-minute. Right here. Right here, I took the buy. As we broke above this small body candle on 15-minute, was hoping to get this range, but price continued to push, like, you know, way more. Price just kept on pushing way more. You know, I missed out this whole trade yesterday, even though I had a sell, took a loss on the sell. see here. Custom period. Last 3 days. Wow, if I look at my last 3 days, my profit is negative $70. Negative $70. Yeah, I'm only up like 17,000 so far in June. Yeah, so waiting over here for the 15-minute candle to close, see what happens. Just waiting at the moment now to see how far we go from. To see how far we can push things. Just waiting. How to enable this in MT4 for other in some pairs? How to enable this in MT4? Oh, enable this on MT4? I think it's a feature by MT5 because it's this button right over here. This button, hide trade panel. Or you can go to tools, option, click one-click trading or something like that. Yeah, something like that. So it's going to be interesting to see how this candle closes. We got about 5 minutes left for the candle to close. You are looking 15 minutes for candle confirmation, but in your lectures and reels you talk about 30 minutes. Yeah, but the thing is, you have to do analysis on all the time frames, and you need to join them together to see what's going to be the best outcome. You need to join all of them together to see what's going to be the best outcome. Okay, 12 p.m. Dubai time. Yes, let's do it. All right, this is going to be a counter trend buy forming. Counter trend buy forming. Yeah. Let's see. We got 4 minutes left for the candle to close. Very important to wait for the candle to close. Look at this, man. Look at this. Just buy USD Lira. That's all what you need to do. Just take a buy on USD Lira and have a good day. That's it. That's all you need to do. Swaps will eat your profits. Yeah, that's true. I have this buy running on our margin account on liquidity. So, oh wow, look at that. Pound yen is continuing to push up. My position there on liquidity is only, well, it's up by $2,100. I only have like a one lot open over there, so it's all good. I'm living in Istanbul. Will hit for USD Lira will hit 45 this year. USD Lira will hit 45. Wow, 45. Yeah, we will fill this wick over here at 41. That wick is gonna get filled, buddy. Look at this. What's this? Gold? Wow, look at that. We're breaking above this high. 30-minute candle is about to close. We don't know how this 30-minute candle will close. We have no idea how this 30-minute candle will close. We'll have to wait. You have to display a time frame on screen. No, I don't have to do that. You can just look at it right over here. If the body close above, should we buy? If the body close above, should we buy? We'll have to wait. 3 minutes left over here. Ooh, someone is already in buys. See, the whole problem is the 1 hour candle is retracing. We don't know whether this 1 hour candle will close bearish or it will close bullish. We don't know that. The 4-hour candle is still open. The 30-minute candle, we need to wait for it to close to see how it's going to close. You know, the 15-minute candle is like, I mean, irrelevant at this point. The 30-minute close is something which will be very, very important. 30-minute candle will be very, very important, so we have to wait. Okay. Price already moved 200 pips from bottom. It's better to wait for resistance. Yeah, I think it's going to be better to wait for. Yeah, it's better to wait for resistance to form. Okay, the candle is about to close. The 15-minute candle is closing like this. A sim session this Sunday? No. This Sunday? We'll see. I'll see. I'll announce it. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, exactly. It's Father's Day this Sunday, so we'll see. Okay, so the candle is about to close in about 10 seconds. Can you help an MT4? Prince T, I don't have MT4. I don't know MT4. It depends on your broker. Basically. So you have to ask them if they provide USD TRY or not. So 30-minute candle has closed. If I want to look for a buy on the 30-minute candle, I want this candle to wick down first, make a lower wick, break above the high, and then push up. That's what I want. Yeah, that's what I want. I don't want to take a trade without a wick down. I mean, for sure we can break this high and then continue to push up without making a lower wick, but that's a 50-50 probability. You know, and I don't want to work on a 50-50 probability. I want to work on a probability that's going to be in my favor. You know, a higher probability. Omo, this man too, they get patient, cause if not me, I for don't enter the trade, I swear. Jamaican man. Sir Roja, where is the best place your break of structure wicks candlestick? Yeah, it's break of structure with the bodies, you know. See, now it's breaking the high. I mean, even if it continues to push up without making a lower wick, it's fine. You know, that's none of my concern because I want the candle to do what I want it to do. You know, I want it to make a lower wick first and then continue to push up. Without that, it's of no concern to me. Yeah, so that's something I'm going to be waiting for. Maybe a lower wick or whatever. Isn't the session trend bearish? No, you know what? I think it's just consolidating, right? I mean, if we make a lower wick and start breaking above the high, then I'll say the session trend is continuing to push up. But if this candle breaks below this low, then we could say the session trend is bearish and we can continue to push down. But other than that, it's just something I'm not interested in so far. The 4-hour could be creating a huge lower wick to go up. Yeah, probably that could be the case. But we need those confirmations. On, you know, the lower time frames. I mean, if you're going to move up, I want price to break and close above 34.30 for it to continue to push up. Yeah, that's what I want. What about retests? What's your take? What about retests? Can you provide more detail, or can you provide like a chart or something? Could this, for example, be retest of that break? Yeah, could be. Oh, so you mean right over here? Yeah, it could be. It could be a retest. But if it would be a retest, then it should close bearish, and then we should continue to push down. Looks like pound yen continued to push up here. Excellent. Very nicely it continued to push up. Beautiful. The 15-minute candle closed above this resistance, and then, nice. Hitesh got 25 pips on GJ. Very nice. Yeah, this could be a retest. So, we need to see that rejection so we can continue to push down. So that will be very, very important. Is there any rules from you to take trades with wick and sometimes you take with no wick? Sometimes I'll take a trade with no wick if there is a lot of volume coming in. Like, let's say, for example, if this candle just pushed down without making a top wick and it started to break below this low, then yeah, I would take that trade. Because we always start to push down, and then it would have made sense for it to push down. But I'm not going to take a trade if it's a counter trend, sort of because we push down about what, like 200 pips. So for it to push up is sort of like a counter trend. So I wouldn't want to risk anything on a counter trend without having this lower wick at the bottom. So that's one thing I would be willing to keep in mind. All right, here we go. Now we're starting to push down over here, which is great. Now we are starting to push down. All right, how much time we got left? We got 5, 6, 7 minutes left here for the candle to close. Let's see what the YouTubers are saying over here. What's this? Come to Bangladesh? No thanks. Buyers are active? I don't know. Can you explain why lower wick is much important to you? A lower wick is important to me because when you look at a regular candle has a top wick, a lower wick, and a body. So that's why having to see a proper candle with wicks, that is very, very important. Which is why I'm willing to see that happen. But yeah, we will have to wait to see. I mean, it's an okay day, you know, to be honest. It's a Friday, you have to be patient, you have to, I mean, it's a Friday, what are you going to do? Most of the Fridays I generally just chill, you know. I don't want to risk anything that I shouldn't be risking, you know. So mostly on the Fridays I just want to just chill, relax. But so, will you come to Kenya after Romania event? No, not coming to Kenya after Romania event. Not happening. I was supposed to go to Ghana. You know, I was supposed to go to Ghana, but that didn't really fall through. Because man, going to Ghana is like you need an invitation and you need like a special visa, and then you need like, you know, all these different things to go to Ghana. Will you still enter 30-minute breaks on high because made a lower because it's too late now on the 30-minute time frame? I mean, we'll see how the 15-minute candle closes, to be honest. Waiting for the 15-minute candle to close is much, much more important because that will give us a direction of like, you know, where price can really move then based on the 30-minute. It will be important to wait. Now it is middle, so it's okay to take a buy if we break up with a previous 15-minute high. Yes, I would be waiting for that, but let's see how this candle closes. Very important to be very, very, very careful. Very careful. Very important. What a slow, slow, slow morning. Very, very slow. Sales at market. Okay, let's see here. What we got? More questions over here. Can you explain what are wick fills? How do you look at the wicks? There's a big video on my YouTube. You can look at it. Raja, IC Market, Pepperstone, and other broker 4-hour candles are all different. What should I see? The only 4-hour candle you should be seeing is the one which is available for you to trade. That's it. I don't think you should be looking at anything else. Yeah, I don't think you should be looking at anywhere else. You know, because that's the main important thing. Like most times we get confused is because, like, you know, we don't know like which liquidity candle to look at, which liquidity candle not to look at, you know, and all that stuff. So it's very important. It's very important like that. All right, 30 minutes, stuck, nothing. 15 minutes, stuck, nothing. Nothing. Boring Friday over here. If you trade 3 years and you can't change your bad habits, not 1 month with only minus 1% every time I lose more because I can control every day I broke my rules. Yeah, I think you should continue to. Do you have any courses to attend besides the free one in YouTube? Yeah, so we're doing one in Romania, but it is sold out. So what are we going to do now? Okay. Raja, please go pray Jummah. You know what time it is? It's 11:45. Okay, here we go. 30-minute candle is still open. 15-minute candle is also still open. And yeah, I guess we're stuck. We're creating this minor zone on the 15-minute time frame. I would love to, you know, force in a trade, but I don't want to force in a trade because forcing a trade is not going to be good. I mean, if I do want to force a trade, maybe it's going to be with a smaller lot size, you know, nothing big. I mean, if this candle can break above the previous candle's high on the 30-minute, I think there's a higher probability we can continue to push up. Price action looks shit. Yeah, I mean, see this right here? If it breaks the high of the previous candle, I think we can play around with that a little bit. You know, the candle is about to close in about what, 15, 14 minutes. I mean, the candle just formed. And this is just, I mean, nothing. Yeah, price action is shit. It's garbage price action. Proper garbage price action. When the local payment option like Easy Pay, Jazz Cash, Market Fluidity will be live, heard you were saying in the podcast. Local payment option for Jazz Cash. Let me ask over. Okay, I just asked. But yeah, this 30-minute candle is still open. If it starts to push up, I think this would be. Oh, so we're waiting for a response from Jazz Cash and Easy Pesa. Might take a week. It's under process. On-screen magic keys, it's recommended. Yeah, on-screen magic keys is good, but I like this better. Yeah, on-screen magic keys is good, but I like this better. So the 30-minute. What's this risk? 2%. I don't want to do 2%. I want to do. It's going to be 8. 0.5% risk. I mean, if we can break above this previous candle's high again, that would be better. Are you running any discount code for magic keys? Yes, there is a discount code running for magic keys. It is called Live 20% off. That's the code we have running so far. Okay, let's see here. Man, oh man, 10 minutes left. I think sell is good after the 30-minute small bullish candle impulse entry. Yeah, that would be good. That would be good, but let's see here. If we can break above this previous candle's high, I want to see if this strategy would work. I've taken trades on this before, and I want to see if that would still be the case, or if that would still be valid. Be right there. We broke above the high of the previous candle. Risk is like what, 0.5%? Yeah, $1,700 risk. You know, I mean, it's nothing. So we'll see. And the way I'm going to be managing risk on this thing is if the candle retraces more than 50% of its body, I'll just close half. Oh wow, look at that. So let me show. So we got 5 lots open over here. I'm going to press close half if it comes down a little bit more, and then we're going to close half. But let's see. Yeah, right over here. Close half. One press of a button. How convenient is that? You want to close half again? Look at the lot size right over here. Boom. Close half again, boom. And another one, another one, another one, another one, another one. And then close full. Yeah, I think I'm done for Friday. I mean, I don't think I'm going to look at anything else on a Friday. I mean, unless there is irrevocable proof that we can break above 34.30. How much was this loss here anyway? It's like $1,000 loss. Who cares? It's $1,000. You know, if there's irrefutable proof that we are breaking above 34.30 to push up, that's going to be great. And if you can break below this area, then we can continue to. Good old days, 23 losses streak on stream. Muhammad Ali, the way you have been keeping tabs on me, if you kept the same tabs on yourself, maybe you would have been in a much better position. You know, so it's always better to keep tabs on yourself. AI to produce shop, maybe use extractors from licensing. Oh wow, okay. Look at that. The wizard. Yeah, I think we'll take a look at this. I think we'll take a look at this later. Okay. Lazy Friday. I think what we're going to do is we're going to order food for everyone here in the office today. Yeah. I'm going to push MFU Insta followers to 40K by the end of this year. Yes. People always try to find... yeah, it's okay. Gold forecast in future if war continues, no idea. Do you work out every morning before office? Yes. Every morning I work out. Every morning. We got candle closing in 7 minutes, even if it pushes up. Pushes up. Can you buy next 30 minutes if it closes above with the no wick? Yeah, I mean, if we do close solid strong, then we would be creating this support, you know, we would be creating this support. So then we can say that even if the 15-minute candles, you know, they close bullish with small bodies, but we have a confirmation on the 30-minute, which is closing a strong candle for price to push up. Looks like we're gonna have a pizza party. Pizza party today. Pizza party. Wow, look at that rejection. Looks like no more price pushing up. Yeah, interesting. Look at that rejection. Okay. Dominoes. Dominoes, dominoes, domino. One, two, three, four. And let's order another. Let's do ultimate pepperoni with ultimate pepperoni with, let's do Alfredo pizza, crunchy thin, cancel this. Okay, order one for me, I will join you. Awesome, we'll wait for you over here. But yeah, nothing guys, 4 minutes left here for the candle to close. There's no volume, nothing. The only volume there was, I think it was with pound yen. Yeah, I think it was only with pound yen, the only volume we saw. That's it. Can you tell us how was your first year trading? I think the first year trading is the hardest one. My first year trading, so my first ever account, my first ever deposit, to be honest, was my first ever deposit was $200. I lost that in 2 weeks, and then I deposited, and then I took a course, and then I deposited like $700. It was great. Took that up to like 5,000, lost it. So the first year was like a mix of getting lucky with wins and losing a lot. That was my first year, you know. And I think the biggest issue I had in my first year was that I was just basically over trading. That was my biggest issue. Over trading, over risking, you know. It was just like, you know, a big mix of that. So really had to understand that, okay, what am I doing wrong? I think the only thing I'm doing wrong is over trading and over risking. So what we did then was just to say that, okay, if I can control over risking and over trading, I think things should be good. So that's what I did. And that was also a very conscious decision I had to make. The cutting loss is later part of your trading journey. Yes, the cutting loss is different. How did you make that habit? Just had to stop, man. Just had to stop. Like, just had to literally stop. Like, look, I took a trade, I lost the trade, $1,000. Now I'm done. You know, I just ordered pizza here for the office. So yeah, and we're just gonna wait for. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just gonna wait for that, and that's it. 1 hour counter trend impulse entry. I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, we're rejecting this area. So the only thing you would want to see is maybe a break above this wick. So you have like, like 85 pip range for price to push up. But if the next candle can possibly wick up and break below this low, wow, I think we can push down. Wick up, break below the low and push down. That is a good idea. Look at that. Wick up, break below the low, and build the wick to the left hand side. That's a great idea. That marvelous idea. That would be a very good. How big is this range here anyway? Oh, nice, 58, 59 pips over there. But anyway, we'll see if that happens or not. Till then, till Monday, no, Tuesday, hopefully, till Tuesday, we'll call it a day. Take care, everyone. Have a great weekend. Don't lose a lot on Friday. Man, Fridays, you need to be very, very calm. Very, very calm. And joyful trip. Thank you. I will have a joyful trip. But let me see if this would be this looks like a very good idea, because the London Open has just been consolidating. There has been no volume, so if there's going to be volume, probably this is the point where look, this 1 hour candle kind of looks like the 15-minute candle over here. This one, see, 15-minute candle, rejection, next one went down. 1 hour candle, rejection, next one could go down if we break the low, but I'll keep an eye on this. Anyway, take care, guys. Have fun.